It's kinda dark out. I do think this fight is the light. This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
You know, they walk among us. What am I talking about? Clones. They walk among us. And the technology has become so, I won't say great, but these inorganic beings have made their technology a little more complex, where they could splice the genes of the original beings of this world and some other chemical components, and they can create a melanated being. You know, many times we have our own, well, who we think are our own, and we say, oh yeah, no, they're one of us, but they're clones. And see, you don't understand this because many of you are still asleep to this type of knowledge. You're looking at somebody who resembles your color, but is of a completely different species. Just like when you saw that video and that Rashad Jamal, he was talking to that orc woman, that white woman, and he said, yeah, we genetically created you in our image, but he wasn't talking about us, because we didn't genetically create anyone in our image. He was talking through and for those who created these species. All right. See, you're so focused on, oh, I've been listening to this person and they giving up, but then they don't even have their own content. When you're talking about a clone is nothing but another form of artificial intelligence. And what does artificial intelligence do? Artificial intelligence mimics what everyone else says. Artificial intelligence will repeat something over and over and over again until this system, this type of creature would have it within this database that what's being spoken is straight from the heart, when in reality is content that has been taken. Y'all don't understand the magnitude or the whole thing of what's happening right now. The clones walk among us. They were talking about this Will Smith and Chris Tucker and all that. Both of those are clones. Will Smith was executed 3 years ago by a military tribunal, all right, through the Arcturians, all right, because one thing the Arcturians hate is they hate when someone misuses a child. Yes, they're still against the original beings. What we tell you, said Donald Trump is an Arcturian. Yes, an orange man. So Will Smith, because he tapped into that thing what the reptilians do to get that extra few $100 million, he had to be punished. So if you look at the old Will Smith and he was all great, and then you look at the Will Smith now and he's got this young face and black hair, and they told you in the movie Gemini Man that, yeah, we got clones. We have cloned you. You look at the movie Gemini Man and you're going to see the reality, because they're telling you the reality. Yeah, we know how to clone all folk, no matter who they are. Now, they know how to clone. All the thing they need is an ounce of your blood. That's all they need. They figured it out. They've got their technology all together. Ralph Smart is clone. He can't connect to spirituality. Clones cannot connect into the spirit realm. And all y'all brothers, sisters run around there tomorrow, Jamal Rashard, he be speaking the same thing you speaking. Yeah, because he's stolen content. This content has been stolen, that's been taken, that's been manipulated, and then clones cannot give you accurate information. So this clone literally is out of control. But like I said, all of y'all followers, y'all don't understand, y'all don't know, because you're still asleep. You think you're awake and you're still asleep, and you think I'm being mean. Oh, why are we fighting against each other? You gotta understand, I'm not fighting against my own. Do you understand that we're in the midst of a clone war? This is the clone war, where you got clones, you got beings that resemble us but have no type of anything that has to deal with us. Yeah, they got a melanin pigmentation. They got all that. But look into their eyes, because the eyes are the gateways to the soul. Look into their eyes and see their soul, and you will understand that clones don't have a soul, because clones are artificial intelligence. That's what clones are. Will Smith, clone. Jada Pinkett, clone. Even their children are clones. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, understand this, brothers and sisters. So many of you have been fooled. So many of you have been fooled, and you're like, well, we can't continue to fight among ourselves, and we got to unify. Come on now, come on. Let's get into the realm of reality. Let's get into the realm of reality, because at the end of the day, we're fighting a war that you know nothing about. That's why I did that community post, and I said, you have no idea who you are dealing with. You have no earthly idea of who you are dealing with. You have no idea. We are dealing with clones, brothers and sisters. We're dealing directly with clones. We're dealing with beings who have no soul, who have no contact to the spirit realm. Look at that guy, Rashad Jamal, as he said, we're going to go into a mass meditation. And then he goes and sit down and he does this. And he can't even be, why? Because the clones cannot connect to the spirit realm. They're not designed to do so. They're not designed to move in and out of the spirit realm. They're not designed to connect to source. They're designed to do what they do, to mimic. That's all they can do, is mimic. That's all they can do is take information and use it and regurgitate the information that's already been put out there. Everything that I put out there, brothers and sisters, is original, because I know who I am. All right? I know that I'm not a clone, and many of you know that I'm not a clone. All right? Because I have no problem linking into the spirit realm, linking into the powerful realm of energies, linking into different dimensional realms of power and knowledge. And come on now. But like I said, you got Ralph Smart, he's a clone. You got Rashad Jamal, he's a clone. You got who else out there supposed to be in the spirit realm? Well, these conscious teachers or whatever. Come on now. Y'all have no idea what you're dealing with. You have no idea of the content that's being given to you. But the first thing you do is you jump on a freaking bandwagon. And I know you got brothers and sisters. I mean, the bad part about it is the brothers be fighting for this guy more than the sisters. And I'm like, damn, if y'all in the bed with this guy? Seriously. Are y'all have some kind of intimate relationship? Because the brothers be all up on it. Like, oh, you can't say this, I'm like, wow. But y'all can't see because you're still asleep. All right? You're still fast asleep. You have no idea of what's going on. You have no idea of the things that are taking place at this present moment. You have no idea that you're in the midst of a clone war. A war where beings who have no soul, who have no spiritual intellect, cannot tap into source. You have no idea. There's so many of them that walk around us every day, and they're being created. You know, it takes only 8 hours for a full-grown clone to be created. All right? For a full-grown clone to be created, it takes 8 hours. That's all it takes. So you have to understand, you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know at all. All that you know is that you have been given information from someone. I mean, I listened to that one video Jamal did, and it was talking about, he said, oh yeah, we're Asiatics. We're the original Asiatics. Come on now. Come on. First we're this, first we're that, and all of you followers of him are just jumping on the bandwagon. But he's a rapper. Let this guy continue to rap. Let him rap. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he was designed to do. He was designed to rap. Because most of your clones out there are rappers. Look at all these rappers that are out here, these brothers and all that are rapping. They're clones. So many of them are clones. You know, and we've been calling them out for the longest. These rappers are clones. But for whatever reason, there's so many brothers and sisters who cannot and literally, as I'm talking to you, you're not taking in this content because you're already kicking it out in your mind because, you know, you're like, oh, he's fighting against his own and we got to stop all this fighting against our own. What did I just say? I'm not fighting against my own. I've already peeped this guy out. I looked into his soul. I looked into his spirit. He has no past life. He has no past life. I looked directly, I linked into him. And that's why I said, no, y'all just don't understand. See, in order to understand who someone is, you have to look directly into their eyes. You have to look into their eyes. Because the eyes, once you look into the eyes, and you must understand we are organic machines. All right? We're organic machines. We who are the original beings of this world, we are organic machines, and we have that ability to, because we are hyper powerful organic machines of nature, we have that ability to link into anybody, anything, and find out what's going on. I mean, one day I was trying to figure out why the stove wasn't working, and I went and linked into the stove's interface, and then I found out that I needed a new starter or something. It was something that I needed on there. And I told my wife, I said, this is what we need. And she's like, you sure? And I went and got the part and I put it on, and there for sure it was. So we have the ability to link into anything that is alive. Just because it looks like us doesn't mean it's us. Just like they say, all skin folk ain't kin folk. Why? Because many of these beings around here are clones. And they are clones and they look like us, but they are not us. Understand this, brothers and sisters. Understand. You gotta know. You gotta have the knowledge. You gotta have the power of reason. You gotta understand what the fuck is going on at this present moment in time, where we are at this present moment in time. Okay, I pass this on to you all. I hope you understand, overstand everything that's been said. Just because they look like us don't mean they're us. There's lots of us who are clones. Lots of those who look like us who are clones, and we see them walking around every day. But they don't have a soul and they don't have a spirit. They just exist. All right? Catch you guys a little later. All power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever and ever. And remember, chaos brings change, not peace.